You know, these glasses, I look a bit more like Buddy Holiday than the Doctor. Oh. Hello, everybody. It's Nick here, and today is a very special day. It is December 23rd, 2013 at the time of recording, because it's about like 12:30 in the morning. And, yeah. So, this bow tie's a little too tight, but let's get through this, shall we? As the title page implies, we have Apple Family Reunion by Cindy Morrow to cover. At the end of the episode, I will also be talking about something that is going on in my life right now, which is explosion everywhere. But, yeah. Let's get to it. So, Apple Family... I just did the Korean stereotype there. Apple Family Reunion. You know what? Let's put on the glasses. Why not? You know, professor type thing. Buddy Holiday. Why not? So Granny Smith is planning another Apple Family reunion, and this year every pony is coming. By every pony, they mean every single member of the Apple family across the entire world. In Equestria, outside of Equestria, you know, the likes of that. Applejack offers to take over the planning so Granny Smith can sit back, relax, and enjoy the event. That's good, right? Taking the reins from the person who started it all off, just to make it better. Thanks, Steve Cook. Steve Cook? Is it something? It's something Cook. I'm sorry. I take that back. Because Apple products are still good even when Steve Jobs is dead. Whoa. Actually, hold on for a second. I'm gonna do a little Poindexter thing there. My God, I should dress like a nerd more often. God. What else? Granny agrees and brings out a photo album of past reunions. As she fondly recalls the good times she's had with her family, Applejack takes mental notes, wanting to make the reunion perfect. The thing is, she doesn't listen to how amazing and funny and hilarious these stories are. All she thinks of is the details that are being implied in this episode. So, you know, they talk about, like, a potato sack race, and Big Mac and Apple Bloom and Granny Smith are remembering this one moment where they fell down, and where Granny Smith and one of her, like, Granny Appleseed or something? Auntie Appleseed, or... no, Auntie Applesauce? Something like applesauce. It's definitely applesauce. So, apparently Too Many Pinkie Pies is right about someone being called applesauce instead of Applejack. Anyway. But yeah. Sack race, hooray, or, no. Six-legged race. Because we have three-legged race, they have six-legged race. Or seven. I don't know. I think it's seven. I mean, we have three-legged races, they have seven. But basically, they're tied at the arm instead of the foot. So, anyway. Bro, hoof with the foot! It's not the same! I'm sorry. But yeah, and they're like, oh, that's a great story, but Applejack's like, okay, that means we're gonna need rope, blah, 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 this, that. This is why no one likes you, Applejack. Unfortunately, that's why most of the people in this fandom don't like you. I am really getting strangled by this thing a little bit, but let's keep going. Okay. The day of the reunion is here, and the entire Apple family has traveled to Sweet Apple Acres from far and wide. Ponies include every pony on this page, Brayburn, and even Babseed has returned from Manhattan. So yeah, that's a thing. Babseed returns after an amazing 4-episode absence. 5, 6, 7. Now here she is in 8. It's been 4 episodes, and look what's happened. Babseed is back. To their surprise, Applejack doles out fun. There is only 3 funs. I'm just expanding on that. Tasks to every pony. Determined to make this the most memorable reunion the Apples have ever had. By the way, those 3 funs, it goes normal lowercase text for the first one. The second one is in italics, lowercase. And the second one is in all caps. Did I just say the second one twice? I mean the third one is in caps. All caps. She keeps them to a strict schedule, hustling each pony from one event to the next. Obstacle courses, apple fritters, which apparently she loved as a baby. Nilt quitting? Quilt knitting, all that stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. But unfortunately, due to today's technology, it's not the same as last time. It's not the same as past reunions. And we have no idea that any of those happened during the last one. By the way, it's been 100 moons since the last one. So, what does that mean for this? Here's the thing. The last one happened in the very first episode of the show. This is the 8th episode in the 3rd season. Episode number 60 in total. So it takes them 59 episodes, 59 adventures technically, or maybe 58, 7, no, like 56, 55. 55 different adventures if you have the whole 2-parters of the season 1 premiere, the season 2 premiere and finale, and the season 3 premiere, So 55 different adventures up to this point. 60 episodes, 59 episodes in between. 59 episodes leading up to this one. And it's been 100 moons. What? Anyway. And then, wouldn't you know it, episodes later, it would be the 1-year anniversary of the show. Think, people! Anyway. Not only are the ponies annoyed that they don't have time to catch up with one another, but the activities Applejack has planned are also grueling. No pony's having much fun. Honestly, with this inconsistency, I wouldn't have much fun either. Applejack realizes that her determination to make this the best apple reunion ever has resulted only in disaster. In fact, it leads her to destroy the apple barn. Again. For the 4th time in 60 episodes. First, it gets destroyed by Parasprites in Season 1. Then, in Season 2, it gets destroyed by Rainbow Dash, technically, and that's Sonic Rain Nuke. In Episode 3, well, the 3rd time, earlier in Season 3, it gets destroyed by Pinkies. And now, the 4th time, it gets destroyed by Applejack, technically, because, it's the Fruit Bats, which we'll see next week. Yes, they're not taking a break for the holidays, unfortunately. But you'd think they would know to protect it better by now, right? She apologizes to her family, and Granny Smith comforts her, reassuring her there's still plenty of time to make memories together before the reunion is over. Applejack gets an idea, one last activity for the whole family to do together. Because the barn is torn down to pieces, the Apple family participates in a barn raising, culminating in the traditional Apple family photo in front of the barn, which is this. That whole barn raising also includes the famously misheard song, Raise This Barn, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, that's raise this barn, not racist barn. A lot of people got that wrong, and apparently it became a thing. How? I have no freaking clue. Anyways, so yeah, the Apples spend the rest of the event catching up and enjoying one another's company, and then they all split up. And apparently, we got the feeling that maybe, just maybe, Babs is going to return for a third time. She's going to be here for a third time, somewhere in the future. She hasn't, mind you, between episodes 9 and 13 of season 3, which are basically the last 5 episodes of season 3, the movie, and the first 6 episodes of season 4, we have not yet seen Babseed. Unfortunate, but true. We do, however, from this episode know that there are 2 more additions to the Manhattan branch of the Humor Crusaders, so yeah, that's good. And Sweetbell and Scootaloo are apparently doing amazing. But yeah, Applejack has learned that who you spend your time with is more important than what you spend your time doing. Also, there's this little, 2 shooting stars the night before, and the night after, and the night before the reunion, and the night after the reunion. What I mean is, the day before the reunion, that night, there is a... And then the day of the reunion, that night, there's a... Yeah. And apparently it's because Applejack's parents are dead! Anyway, at the end of this episode, we have the second, and so far last, friendship letter. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned a great lesson about family, which, if you think about it, is really the first group of friends you ever make. Aww. Turns out that when you are with folks you care about, you don't have to do much to make that time memorable. Even the simplest of activities can take on a whole lot of meaning, and you'll find that you'll remember the who long after you've forgotten the what. Your humble subject, Applejack. And that's it. Now, I know I gave a lot of hate for this episode, but it was good. And in fact, it might be one of the greatest Applejack episodes of all time. I give this episode a 9.2 out of 10. There were some great parts in it, and really some baffling parts too. Brayburn showed up, but didn't have a speaking role. Babseed showed up and spoke, but did not have a major role. Whatever. Anyway, that's it for that episode. Up next, the next episode is going to be episode 9, Spike at Your Service. By the way, guys, that little announcement that I said earlier, forget about it. I'll say it at the end of the next episode, because I'm way out of time. I will see you guys for that episode. Later, guys.